think one of the hardest parts of working on the boat now is that my hands are just always hurting and sore.
Welcome to the real world.
Thank you.
In the spring of 2022, we bought a 1980 downeaster cutter that was neglected for a decade. We sailed her up north to her new home port on the central coast of California, did a major haul out, and prepped her for blue water cruising. This life is completely new to us, but the dream is far from it, and finally we see it within reach. For the first time ever, we've moved on to Mundial and are continuing to ready her before we set sail. Thanks for joining us as we acquire our sea legs and say goodbye to land life. Last week, we finished installing our vinyl. It was something that just barely made the cut, but we both are so grateful that we finished it. Already morale is higher and we have set a date to leave, 1 week from today. We still had one looming project to do, and that was to mount the Aries wind vane to the transom.
Woohoo! Yeah, baby! Looks so good.
Oh, this one's got
Looks so good.
Supposed to go up.
The wind vane hadn't been refurbished in a long time, or ever, so all the aluminum parts in contact with the stainless steel parts were in bad shape. It caused galvanic corrosion because of the dissimilar metals. Grant replaced all the nylon parts by ordering a rebuild kit from Aries in Europe.
One bolt. Washer's getting on, finger tight, and now.
As Grant drilled the bolts, I placed the washers and nuts on them and made sure they were finger tight. This was all a dry fit before we actually permanently mounted it.
Saddles and bolts coming at you.
Big one's called a fender washer.
Oh, fender washer.
A regular washer it's called a flat washer. And then when they're split, they're called a flat washer.
Okay, got a fender washer, flat washer. Yeah, finger tight, bud.
Grant bought brackets to mount the wind vane from online, brackets originally intended for super robust ham radio antennas. We measured the angle of the transom and brought the stainless steel pipe to a machine shop in San Luis Obispo to fit our transom. We knew we had to mount it while in flat Morro Bay because being at anchor would be substantially harder.
Grant, I'm stuck in here.
What?
Nothing.
You're stuck in there?
Yeah.
Careful, don't ram into the autopilot too much. Okay, here. Go this way. How'd you get in there?
I did like a bend.
Can you get your head?
No, I can't. Okay, just breathe. It's okay. Okay. You know what?
Needed.
Okay.
You got in there, you'll be able to get out. There you go. You can just come out this way.
Okay. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. Thank you. My head. Oh, thank you so much.
Grant used butyl to mount the brackets. Garrett and Ruth from Salt and Tar gifted us this wind vane that we picked up in Napa almost 2 years ago. However, it didn't have a paddle. Instead of purchasing a new paddle from Aries for €90 plus shipping, Grant decided to make a handful of paddles on his own out of plywood. Additionally, our situation was better fitted for a custom paddle since our davits and solar arch may have been obstructing the manufactured one.
I already did it with Reed.
Oh.
I taped it in there.
Say that again.
The luff on this sail is 38 feet 1 inch. The leech is 33 feet 7 inches, and the foot is 10 foot 5 inches. It's bi-directional panels.
It's too big.
It's a head sail. Yeah.
Not so fun part of cruising is putting together the ditch kit. Okay. Distress signal mirrors, 3,600 calorie food bar, dye marker, oh, fire starter, emergency blanket. What a beautiful last day to have in Morro Bay. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We've been saying that for like a couple weeks now, but we feel like today is the day that we are gonna finish up some last minute tasks like cleaning the bottom, scrubbing. She's got a bit of a, what does Greg call it? A beard. And so we're gonna scrub the hull and then, you know, normal dock stuff and getting the dinghy on and the outboard mounted on the back of the boat, and a couple more grocery store runs, and then we'll be hopefully ready. You're laying on my towel that I need. Gosh. Yes, I know I need things comfy, Ash, but there.
You want a light setup?
Yeah, just want like 1 or 2 weights, please.
This is 6 pounds. I think that'll be pretty good for you.
See that red bag? My scraping tool.
This will take you a while. Just go ahead and
Start. I can always come back up and hand you stuff.
Yeah. Can you actually just go put the transmission in gear? Just go put it in forward.
Difficult to get the cotter hole lined up on the crown nut, but after some time and some tools, Grant got the new zinc on. I think it's fair to say that one of our favorite materials to have on hand on the boat is fire hose. We use it as chafing protection. Grant made this mount for the outboard out of leftover butcher block and is now using fire hose as some padding. Still packing. I just brought the dinghy on the boat by myself. Quite proud of myself. I used a bridle and the spinnaker halyard and I hoisted it and flipped it over, and now I just need to tie it down. And yeah, we're still doing some last minute things, stowing, and we'll see when we get out of here. We were exhausted. It felt like we were stowing and shopping for last minute materials for weeks now. Project after project and immediately jumping into provisioning and stowing. Not sure if we forgot something. Anxiety of leaving our hometown and facing the unknown was certainly building.
So much tension, right?
Yeah.
Because so that's a wrap, like a wrap. So then this would be a frap. If you go like this. So basically by vectoring these two, it creates a whole bunch more tension.
Yeah.
Pulling. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Put it in that with the propane.
That's what I would do it right here.
Okay.
Vector that. The frapping knot.
Okay, well, we haven't taken any footage the last 2 days because we have been dealing with battery issues. The percentage value on the Renogy batteries on the app is incorrect, and so we think that it's been messing with the charger. I don't know. So we're charging up the batteries right now. We did like a full reset, and in the meantime we have been stowing everything on the boat, and yeah, this is getting a little overwhelming. I think me and Grant go in waves of who has their freak out moments. So grateful you made this cabinet. Getting there. We can't really even step anywhere without tripping. So this is our V-berth bed. Anyway, it's getting there. We're currently stowing things. The good news is we're stowing things because we are getting ready to leave. But we couldn't leave without saying a final goodbye to our friends. Leaving our hometown, our community of friends and family, our safety net for so long has been one of the toughest things to do. At our farewell party, we were engulfed by love and laughter and excitement, a celebration of our hard work. The wind was whispering just right, letting us know that it was time to leave. Surrounded by our people, the ones that understood us most, understood our mission and soon-to-be voyage, bid us farewell. The support from our friends and family and you guys watching this now has been invaluable. There were many times we didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but every encouraging comment from a friend, a stranger, a coworker, family members, even when you didn't always approve, has helped us get to this point. The point in our chapter that we still can't believe has come. When you are honest with yourself and your dreams, albeit them crazy and unusual, the world just seems to be a brighter place. Like it's not so bad when you choose to be vulnerable, do the hard things, accept the path that is unknown, uncharted. This isn't just a trip for us, it's our next chapter. The last time we're untying from the ball.
I'm just trying to undo this third line.
What a day to set sail. Well, if we get wind. Wow, how cool. As a departing gift, we saw the Okulea entering Morro Bay Harbor. The Okulea was a traditional Polynesian double-hulled voyaging canoe that was launched from the sacred shores of Oahu. They were on leg 8, day 13 of their 4-year circumnavigation of the Pacific. Their main vision isn't discovery, but rather choices, a chance to engage in different communities and hopefully make a better world for their children. This resonated a lot with us. Okay, Grant's parents should be at the statue. Conception. Bumpy sail. Seas have calmed down a bit, but it was just like 25 knots and choppy, different swells.
The confluence of swells and wind.
Grant did great. He stayed really calm, told me what to do.
It wasn't that bad.
Ooh, is that an osprey? No, seagull. Our home is here. It's amazing. And just like that, I'm hooked.
Hey babe, are you ready? I think you need it on a little thicker.
I need it thicker. Ready to surf. We are leaving our house for the first time to paddle like 100 feet to surf that wave.
Part.
Oh, you're full ghost.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
cow. Cowbunga.
If you like our videos and want to see more, consider becoming a patron. And see you next week.
Don't poop your pants.
This seems like it might be chocolate.
I think I'll leave it like that. It's gonna be a coup for the day. Ready?
I'm so ready.
Should I do a flip?
Probably not.
Gosh, good!
Just jump.
Woo! Oh, it feels so good.